Wanda John-Kehewin. I am from Kehewin Cree Nation. I have 5 children and I have 5 animals, and I love writing. And I've been writing since I was 6 years old. I think I wrote my first poem. You know, I'd really like to find that, but it's nowhere to be found. Yeah, I've been writing since 2010, since the public apology happened with Gordon Campbell when he publicly apologized. So I'm here to share some of my work. I have 2 books published, one in 2013, which is called In the Doghouse, one in 2018, which is called 7 Sacred Truths. And I also have 2 graphic novels coming out, with a 3rd one going to be contracted as well. And my YA novel is due in August. So doing a lot of writing. I think I write because it's my therapeutic medium. It's something I do that has helped me survive. So this poem here that I'm going to share with you is something new. It's a part of my thesis, and it came about after they found those 215 bodies in Kamloops. And so I went for a walk with my daughter, who is 8 years old, and so we were collecting flowers. And I was thinking about those children and thinking about all the things that they didn't get to do. So we came home, me and my daughter, and we made those wax paper flower kind of, you iron them together and you keep the flowers forever. And I was like, those children in those graves didn't get to do that. So this is the poem that came out of that. It's called No Children Here. Pressed flowers between waxed paper, melted into colonial preserves of memory jam, hanging onto cliff by fingernail and obligation, just disappeared. Poof, poof, poof. Trodden blossoms wilting, careworn and catacomb, there's no children here. Saskatoon berry juices run down smooth chin, convex of face dimpled in tang and nirvana. Tall grasses swaying in background of child silhouette, surrounded by sun, steadfastness, devotion, and mother. Children, untouched, synchronistic giggles echo across plains, across shores, across mountain range, across season, carried far and wide, getting quieter by the second, the minute, hour, day, month, year, decade, century. There's no children here. Tiny muddy hands streaked on grass green or on Mama's expansive universe that has held many glossy stars, held many luminaries in her universe, never knowing the future, never expecting the worst, post-contact. When mud stained the faces of the unborn and left a trail of smeared mud body drags, even the eagles cried and flew higher and stayed high. And the lonely followed suit and stayed high too. There's no children here. Skinned knees and mosquito bites laying on cool grass, grazing in the sky like today was all there was in her story. Past and present and future was a minute from now, trusting the sky not to fall, trusting gravity, trusting Gimama, trusting her to always catch you when you fell and pick you up because she knew how to, because her mother picked her up. And the mother before her picked her up, and it was her story, it was their story. There's no children here. Chestnut hair in summer sun parted down the middle of a universe, 2 braids like freshly picked sweetgrass that graced the child's back. Absorbing, steadfast sun who would always be there, just like family. Calm travels the hills and valleys, just like wind, and just is. What else could there be? There's no children here. Tanned skin like sweet ripened chokecherry, nestled next to mother, next to father, nestled next to grandmother, nestled next to sibling, just nestled, staring up at open skies into the night, counting the stars that would always be there like moon shining brightly for child and mother, millions and millions and millions of feet apart, always. Always deciphering cloud shapes in the sky alone. Deciphering cloud shapes in the sky and Cree, wapos, sisi, pasqual mostosaski, poawa, gemama, gepapa, nukum, musum. Untouched by reasons to create new Cree words. Poof, poof, poof. English. There's no children here. Kisses upon silk Saskatoon painted face. Soft calloused fingers slide and rest upon trusting back. Shh, 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 shh. Like rain on empty teepee, like rain on empty longhouse. Winter twined, winter woven, winter mingled, winterrupted. No Cree word for goodbye, no Cree word for genocide. Yeah, so that one came out of the 215 children. And I kind of went into, I guess survival mode for a while. And so I had to figure it out. And the way I process things is through writing. And I have to make sense of the world around me by writing.